Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is my February bullet journal setup for 2022. For the cover page, I am just using my Master's Touch fine liners. This is the 1.0, and I'm going to be creating some block lettering here. I'm just writing February down the side of the page. Next, I'm using this red shade. This is the ZSCM dual brush pens, and I am just going in around that lettering. And then I will be adding, with my Master's Touch fine liners, a small calendar at the top here. And as I do in all of my monthly spreads, I am putting a section here for my bills. It's set up the same way with the due date, the amount of the bill, the description, the date that it's paid, and then just a check mark at the end stating that it has went through. At the bottom of the spread, I am just leaving a section open for some notes in case I need to jot anything down there. I'm not typically one to put a lot of designs in my bullet journal. I like to keep it fairly minimalistic, but this month I did go in with some hearts here of different sizes, and I kept up with a Valentine's color scheme throughout the whole month. So here I will be using 2 different red shades and 2 different pink shades to just color in these hearts. I'm not coloring in the lines, and I'm doing that on purpose, but I'm just showing you here. I'm just going a little bit outside of the lines there, but these are the same dual tip brush pens that I've been using. And with those same brush pens, I am just adding a drop shadow to the bills section here. The next spread will be my habit, mood, and sleep tracker, and I'm just doing the same font style for that spread as well. For this month, I am going to keep my tracker the same as I had it last month, but I believe in March I will be switching that up and doing a little bit of a different setup for that to see if maybe that's something that works better for me. I'm also going to keep the stats box like I did last month, but that will also be changing in March as well. And that's something that I like about bullet journaling, is if you find that a certain setup does not work for you, you can just change that the next month until you find the setup that works best for your routine. So here, as I was editing this, I did notice, if you see the H there, I did not finish the outline. And with my OCD, that drives me absolutely insane. So I did fix that, but here it is not fixed. And about here, I realized that I didn't like the way that habits tracker sounded, so I did take a piece out of the back of my book and just tape it over that S as to hide that. I'm also keeping the meditation log like I had last month. I did make the spaces a little bit bigger, firstly because February has less days, so I had room to do that, and secondly because I felt like maybe I would use that amount of space. And here I'll just be numbering each of those sections for each day of the month. For my brain dump, I kept that to a one-page spread this month. On the right-hand side, this was going to be a fitness tracker, but I'm going to be doing it differently, so I didn't fill this spread in here. I just kind of left it alone. I'll probably go back and do something else with it later on. And we have made it to the weekly spreads. For February, I did make each week a 2-page spread versus January where it was only a 1-page spread. I probably won't use all of that room, but I wanted to see if maybe that was something that I liked better, so I did switch that up this time. At the top of each of my weekly spreads, I am adding a calendar, and I'm just going to highlight the week that the spread is for. And with the leftover space on the right-hand side, I am just doing a notes section, and I'll be doing this similar to the way that I did January's lettering, where I darken to sort of an ombre effect, so I'll show you that. So I wrote the lettering with one of the lighter pink shades, and not with the darkest red shade, but the next darkest shade. I am just coloring in, I would say, the top 2/3 of the letters, and then going back in with the pink shade I used originally to blur out any harsh lines. And I'm essentially doing the same thing with the top third of the letter with the darkest red shade that I've been using, and then I'll use the same pink to blur that out as well. And that is all for my February bullet journal setup. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.